our Western Mediterranean and Canary Islands cruise on the MSC Armonia. Our autumn escape began with a scenic drive through the Ligurian mountains, culminating in the bustling port of Genoa. There, nestled against the historic waterfront, lay our home for the next 11 days, the magnificent MSC Armonia. Having recently undergone a stunning renovation, the ship, a grand vessel measuring 275 meters long with a gross tonnage of 65,000, promised a fresh and comfortable experience for its approximately 2,000 passengers. After a quick return of our rental car and a smooth check-in, we stepped aboard around 4:30 p.m., eager to explore. Our home, away from home, was a beautiful balcony cabin on deck 10. From this vantage point, we savored the picturesque view of Genoa's harbor as the sun dipped below the horizon. Dinner at La Pergola, one of the ship's elegant restaurants, set a delightful tone for the journey ahead. At 10 minutes past 11 in the evening, the MSC Armonia gracefully glided out of Genoa, charting a course for the vast expanse of the Mediterranean. We awoke on day 2 to the gentle rocking of the ship, greeted by a breathtaking sunrise painting the sea in hues of orange and pink from our cabin balcony. A hearty breakfast at La Pergola prepared us for our first port of call. By 11:30 a.m., the MSC Armonia was sailing into the beautiful bay of Marseille, docking promptly at noon, 214 nautical miles from Genoa. An MSC Cruises shuttle bus whisked us away to the vibrant old town of Marseille. The historic Vieux-Port welcomed us with its lively atmosphere, and we indulged in a delicious fish lunch at a charming waterside restaurant. Our afternoon adventure took us on a tourist train, winding up to the majestic Notre Dame de la Garde church. This impressive basilica offered not only spiritual solace but also panoramic, awe-inspiring views of Marseille sprawling beneath us. Returning to the ship at around 6 p.m., we took some time to relax before another delightful dinner at La Pergola. The ship remained in port until a late departure at 11:30 p.m. allowing us to soak in the evening ambience of the city. Day 3 was a blissful sea day, a perfect opportunity to truly unwind. After a leisurely breakfast at La Pergola, we spent the morning relaxing in our cabin, enjoying the endless ocean views. Lunch at Il Girasole offered a more casual dining experience. And in the late afternoon, we treated ourselves to cappuccino and pastries at Café San Marco. The evening culminated in the sumptuous gala dinner at La Pergola, a highlight of any cruise. After covering 459 nautical miles since Marseille, we arrived in the Spanish port of Cartagena on day 4. Docking shortly after 7:15 a.m. A quiet breakfast in our cabin preceded our disembarkation at 9:30. Our exploration began with a 45-minute sightseeing bus tour, providing an excellent overview of the city. We then strolled through Cartagena's bustling shopping street, pausing for a coffee at a quaint cafe. The true gem of Cartagena, however, was the ancient Teatro Romano, a remarkably preserved Roman theatre that transported us back in time. A visit to a local tapas bar completed our cultural immersion before we returned to the ship at 2:30. The MSC Armonia set sail again at 4 p.m. continuing our journey along the picturesque Spanish coast. Day 5 brought us to Gibraltar, 245 nautical miles from Cartagena. After breakfast at La Pergola, we disembarked at 9:30 a.m. Disappointingly, the cable car to the top of the rock was closed. But we quickly adapted, joining a few other passengers for a shared taxi tour. Our first stop in the Gibraltar Nature Reserve was the breathtaking St. Michael's Cave, a vast stalactite cave beautifully illuminated and set to music. Continuing our ascent to the Upper Rock Nature Reserve, we encountered Gibraltar's famous monkeys, bold and curious, seemingly everywhere. We also peered into the historic Great Siege tunnels, a testament to Gibraltar's military past. The tour concluded in the charming old town, where we enjoyed a leisurely stroll on foot before heading back to the ship. We were back on board by 2:30, and MSC Armonia cast off at 5 p.m. A stormy night with thunderstorms heralded our arrival in the port of Cádiz shortly after 7 a.m. on day 6. After breakfast in the brasserie, we disembarked around 10 for a hop-on, hop-off sightseeing tour. The initial rain showers didn't dampen our spirits, as we completed a full circuit of Cádiz, taking in the beautiful Playa de Santa Maria del Mar and Playa de Victoria. We then took a half tour, disembarking at the Gran Cathedral of Cádiz. We enjoyed a café con leche at a sidewalk cafe on the bustling Plaza de Catedral. A delightful stroll through the winding streets of the old town, Barrio de San Juan, followed, leading us through the serene Jardín de Alameda Apodaca into the sandy shores of Playa de la Caleta. Our exploration concluded with a walk to the historic Castillo de San Sebastián. We returned to the ship at approximately 4 p.m. and the MSC Armonia set sail at 6 p.m, followed by our dinner in the brasserie. After another relaxing day at sea, we arrived in Funchal, Madeira. at 10:30 p.m. on the evening of day 7, with the MSC Armonia docking at 11 p.m. A significant announcement had been made though. Due to changing weather conditions, our planned call at La Palma was cancelled. Instead, we would have 2 full days in Tenerife, necessitating a quick reschedule of our pre-booked rental car. On day 8, after breakfast at 8 a.m., we disembarked in Funchal an hour later. A comprehensive taxi tour of Funchal and its surroundings awaited us. We ascended to Monte to visit the Santuario de Nossa Senhora do Monte, enjoying the sunny morning views. Our journey continued to Pico dos Barcelos, offering more stunning panoramas. We passed by vast fruit and vegetable plantations, including numerous banana groves, before reaching Cabo Girao, where breathtaking views unfolded beneath us. Afterwards, we explored the charming fishing village of Câmara dos Lobos. Back in Funchal, we immersed ourselves in the vibrant Mercado dos Lavadores, a bustling market hall brimming with fresh fruit, vegetables, flowers, and fish. After a brief stroll through the old town, we returned to the ship at 12:15. According to the revised schedule, we departed at 2:30. The morning sunshine gave way to darkening skies in the afternoon, prompting us to enjoy coffee and pastries at Il Girasole on deck 11. Day 9 saw us arrive in Santa Cruz de Tenerife at 4:15 a.m., docking at 4:30. After breakfast at the Girasole, we collected our rental car from the cruise terminal and embarked on our island tour. We drove through the Parque Natural de Corona Forestal, ascending into the mountains towards the iconic Parque Nacional del Teide. Our route took us through the Montaña de las Arenas Negras and Montaña Rajadas, past the surreal Cañadas del Teide, a landscape of lava and scree. We crossed the Puerto de las Cañadas Pass at an altitude of 2,300 meters, where, despite the sunshine, the temperature was a chilly 6 degrees Celsius. We passed the Llano de Ucanca Plateau and continued through Montaña Gagnano and Montaña Las Lajas, even making a detour to the charming village of Villaflor. Our descent took us down the highway towards Santa Cruz de Tenerife, with a detour to Candelaria, where we enjoyed lunch at a restaurant opposite the Basilica. We continued down the highway through Santa Cruz to the golden sands of Las Teresitas and Playa de las Teresitas. Returning to Santa Cruz, we parked the car at the port and were back on board by 5:15 p.m. The MSC Armonia remained overnight in Santa Cruz, allowing us an evening stroll along the illuminated port. Day 10 brought more of Tenerife, though with rainy and very windy weather. After waking at 8:30, we disembarked at 10:45 for another car tour. We headed west on the TF5 motorway, along the coastal road through the lush plantation areas to Carachico. The road then wound its way up into the mountains, leading us to the idyllic village of Masca, nestled in a rugged mountain landscape. We continued on tight switchbacks deeper into the mountains, stopping for a delicious lunch at a quaint restaurant in Santiago del Teide. Our drive then took us down to the coast to Playa de las Americas, where we strolled through the streets and enjoyed a coffee. We returned to Santa Cruz de Tenerife via the highway, arriving at 6:15, driving once through the city center before returning to the ship at 7:15. The MSC Armonia was moored at the pier, but the storm was relentlessly pushing it against the dock. An announcement from the captain informed us that the planned midnight departure was uncertain due to the storm and predicted 6-meter-high waves at sea. We finally departed at 2:45 a.m. Our last day began early, still in the dark, as the MSC Armonia sailed in a wide arc around the island of Gran Canaria. The ship bravely battled through the rough sea, a reminder of the ocean's power. Docking was scheduled for 8 a.m., but it wasn't until shortly before 10 a.m. that we finally had Las Palmas de Gran Canaria in sight. The pilot boarded at 10 a.m. and we reached the port at 10:40, docking at 11. Our disembarkation at 12 marked a somewhat turbulent but ultimately beautiful end to an unforgettable cruise. From the dramatic mountains of Liguria to the sun-drenched Canary Islands, our journey on the newly renovated MSC Armonia was a truly memorable autumn adventure.